forgot smoking lamp. I'm sorry. Was that expensive piece?
What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Gob here, and today we got some classic gaming Dead Rising 2 playing in the background for today's video. And today I want to talk about the cult classic that is Grandma's Boy.
Your bed is a car.
Yeah, but it's a fucking sweet car. My roommate said they're gonna get me rims for Christmas. Or a CB radio, I can talk to other car beds.
Grandma's Boy is a stoner comedy that tanked in the theatrical release but boomed in DVD sales, making it a cult classic. Centering on Alex, played by Alan Covert, he is a 35-year-old video game tester who gets evicted and ends up living with his grandmother and her two eccentric roommates. The film blends elements of slapstick, absurdist humor, and workplace satire with kind of like a loose plot that serves more of a delivery system for comedic set pieces rather than a traditional narrative cohesion. And while often dismissed as a goofy stoner comedy, Grandma's Boy taps into several themes relevant to generational identity, masculinity, and the arrested development of millennial adulthood. Alex is kind of an emblem of a generation caught between adult responsibilities and youthful indulgence. At 35, he lives a life more akin to a college sophomore, smoking weed, playing video games, and avoiding serious relationships or ambitions. The comedic comparison of his age and behavior kind of becomes a satirical critique of the man-child archetype common in early 2000s comedies. Movies like Dude, Where's My Car and The 40-Year-Old Virgin. The hilarity in this movie ensues as generational and social boundaries collide in just a haze of weed smoke, eccentric tech culture, and raunchy humor. Alex is the quintessential adult child. He's successful in his niche, but emotionally and socially stunted. The film explores the theme of delayed maturity, which resonates with millennial audiences raised with video games and pop culture as the norm. The film is set in a video game development company, and one of its characters, JP, played by Joel Moore, is a caricature of tech culture elitism. JP's robotic demeanor and social ineptitude serve as a parody of the hacker genius trope, suggesting that technological brilliance doesn't equate to emotional intelligence or maturity.
You'll never finish. This game is falling apart. No, it's not. Shut up. You're letting everyone down. No, I'm not. I'm gonna make this game, and it's gonna be the best thing that anyone has ever seen. Delusional thoughts from Fantasy Island. You'll never get metal legs. Samantha is fucking Alex. No, she's not.
The whole heart of this film lies in the interplay between Alex and the elderly women that he moves in with. Doris Roberts is Alex's grandmother. She plays the archetype of the sweet, unknowing elder who unwittingly becomes part of a stoner's lifestyle. Their interactions highlight a form of intergenerational bonding, albeit filtered through absurdist humor. To start off the character analysis, we're going to start off with the main protagonist, Alex. Alex is a blend of slacker, nerd, and underdog. His character arc involves minimal transformation, but the narrative treats his success and romantic connection with Samantha as sufficient maturation. His ingenuity is displayed in the creation of his game Demonic, a subplot that hints at the presence of true through-the-roof potential buried under laziness and addiction. Transitioning into the next character, I want to talk about JP. JP is the socially detached antagonist. He's an amalgam of gamer stereotype and tech nerd narcissism. His dialogue is laced with pseudo-intellectual posturing, and his use of a robot voice is both a comedic tool and a commentary on emotional inaccessibility. He represents a kind of soulless modernity that contrasts with Alex's laid-back authenticity. He's kind of a parody of a tech genius without empathy. The movie makes fun of the tech elite, which feels even more relevant in 2025 than it did in 2006. Samantha, played by Linda Cardellini, is the most grounded character and acts as the straight man to the chaos that's going around her. Her role functions to legitimize Alex's world and to introduce the idea of responsibility. However, the film kind of sidelines her development in favor of focusing on the male cast's antics. It's not like the creators of the film gave her no substance though. The straight man facade kind of fades throughout the movie the more time she spends with Alex. The final main characters that I want to touch on in this movie are Grandma Lily and the roommates. These elderly women provide the film's most surprising source of humor. by partaking in weed, gaming, and even flirtation. They challenged stereotypical depictions of old age, making them agents of comedic subversion rather than passive background characters. Bringing senior citizens into a world of weed, video games, and awkward social encounters sets up the classic fish out of water scenario. The older generation unexpectedly thrives, upending stereotypes about age and adaptability. It's the ultimate generational clash. The visual aesthetic of the film features a very modest budget and makes use of suburban interiors, game studio offices, and Alex's weed-infused bachelor pad. The sets reflect the duality of Alex's world: professional versus stoner fantasy. The humor style of this movie relies on crude jokes, absurdity, sexual innuendo, stoner cliches, and physical comedy. While often lowbrow, the film's charm lies in its unapologetic silliness and the commitment of its cast to the ridiculous roles.
You know what? I forgot something.
What?
This.
Oh my god, what? Are you serious? I think he fucking shattered it.
Not to mention, this movie is a Happy Madison production. Frequent Adam Sandler collaborators show up throughout the movie. People like Rob Schneider, Nick Swartzen, and Peter Dante, each playing over-the-top characters who serve as momentary distractions and punchline machines. At release, Grandma's Boy was panned by critics and barely made a dent at the box office. However, it later developed a significant cult following, especially among gamers, stoners, and fans of mid-2000s comedy. The movie holds a unique place in pop culture as a comfort film for a specific subculture, often quoted and replayed in college dorms and 420-friendly households. This movie is the most stolen blockbuster movie of all time, and it's not a shock whatsoever. The film's enduring appeal may be tied to its carefree, non-judgmental spirit. Unlike other comedies that moralize or push character growth, Grandma's Boy fully embraces its character's flaws and delights in its own stupidity. In conclusion, Grandma's Boy is the quintessential stoner comedy that trades narrative depth for character quirks and gag density. While not intellectually rich or critically acclaimed, it reflects the early 2000s spirit and moods of that particular time and its themes of arrested development, generational tension, and the blending of geek and stoner cultures. Beneath the surface-level humor lies a warm-hearted, if chaotic, celebration of misfits and late bloomers. And there we have it. That wraps up today's Grandma's Boy movie analysis. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider hitting that like button and even the subscribe button and maybe even the notification button. Hey man, you know you want to do it, you know you want that notification so you can get in here and see these videos as soon as possible. I'm going to be uploading more consistently, more movie analyses on the way. We're even going to have a TV show one coming up. I got a crazy one cooking about Fanboy and Chum Chum, so please stay tuned and yeah, stay real y'all.
Adios, turd nuggets.